I feel like unless they have set it up as a show, as a slice of life, those shows cannot like I don't know my those shows cannot go beyond. Like I don't get me wrong, I do like slice of life. I do like, but like only when the premise itself doesn't actually have. That was a weird thing to me. Was like if it has a plot, but the plot is not that deep. Like the two that is like the most recent that comes to mind that I really like is this slice of life. It's called Mono, where basically there's these two kids that used to belong to the photo booth club, and then it's like, okay, now our goal is to revive the club and also make as many memories as possible. Like that kind of plot where it's like it can go any direction. That one makes sense. Also because the artist is the artist behind Eurocamp. So is that Eurocamp, the one is the camping next to Mount Fuji, that one. Is that artist. That's why I'm like, that was a good one. Another one that is quite good is like I think it's quite, the one is like almost like free rent, Dragon Maid. So it's like a slice of life about how this dragon talk with this person. And it's like really just a slice of life. That, and it also has like cute scenes and then very good action, like free rent level of animation and action. That was quite good because it's like and there's like literally that one is literally just no plot. So like there's a difference. I don't know. It's like there's difference between some shows that I like that they interest me because of the plot, and there's also some that is just like there is a plot, but it's kind of like at the back of their minds and like not. They are working towards it, but it's like very little steps. But if like those kinds of shows where it's like the plot is important for the show itself, I don't know why did they decide, you know what, let's just slice of life and it'll take like how many seasons to finally reach that point, you know?
Oh, it's quite interesting. But I think like at least for my opinion, I think those kind of shows that where they focus more on like the joke or the plot of the week shouldn't go more than like a season long.
Yeah,
or at least 2 seasons seasons long, because I think it's gonna get very repetitive to the point, kind of like that.
But I think that's why also what, like at that point, that's one is like that one also based off also like the art style and also like how they deliver the jokes well. Because it's like, to go back, like Witch Watch and Spy Family, the thing about their like in terms of like art styles, they are very mature. Like in the terms of like it's not a chibi, it's not a comedy show, it's very serious. Whereas like slice of life that I've mentioned, Dragon Maid and Mono, is very, I would say almost chibi, but also very fun in a sense. Because I feel like if you did that, like that plot, like if we took Spy Family's plot of you need to you need to infiltrate the school and you need to take down the headmaster because the headmaster has some like World War III plans or something like that, and then like for that plot, if you put it in like say Dragon Maid or Dragon Maid's art style, I think that would be way better because then the slice of life portion would be more bearable in a sense, rather than compared to like a series like, you know, every week Lloyd's making a or like Anya's making a face, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, in a way it should like be like take like an entire plot that moves forward, like builds on it, and then maybe split it up into like smaller chunks. Maybe that's how you progress each like a slice of life show without it feeling repetitive.
It's also a bit hard to like. Sometimes it's also a bit hard to watch slice of life, especially in those kind of sense, because it's like the joke gets very repetitive. The premise also somewhat gets very repetitive also. That's like,
unless maybe it's like the plot is like very 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 simple, like it's mostly focused on just one thing. Like for example, maybe just cooking. Maybe if it's just like a person life in like how learning how to cook. Maybe it doesn't even need to have drama. You can just be focused on them learning the skills. And if it's just that, then maybe it doesn't need to maybe we can just cater more towards the ones that appreciate like full, pure slice of life, rather than trying to incorporate some sort of like joke or serious drama. Because otherwise, that's a bit of a risk as well. Because if you're gonna try to implement that, at that point you have to advance the story forward, because conflict drives plot forward.
Yeah, but also like I don't know, it's just a bit. I also feel a bit hypocritical of me saying this, because it's also like the plot that also doesn't like somewhat a plot that doesn't like have to. Also I think cooking shows, like cooking anime, not food wars. I don't think I don't think people like as in like if it's a simple plot, I think like the one that come up like with food is like the Emiya family one, but there's also another Fate series one. But also right now I think the season 1 is season 2 of Campfire Skills in Another World, which is basically just this guy cooking for monsters. I think that was a kind of a cute way.